everyone. Welcome to the Bible Belt Bros podcast.
Hola, mi nombre es Andres.
Today we are talking about Christian cussing, or cussing in general, or foul language, or something about the Bible, what it has to say about those kind of things. But first, let's catch up, Andrew. I haven't talked to you in a while.
You talk to me every day.
Talk to you every day. I talk to you on streams, because, Andrew, you've been streaming on your Xbox.
That's true. I have been gaming and creating a following on my Mixer account on Xbox.
You're living the life. You're living the dream, playing games on Xbox at home, gathering fans.
Tried, except I'm not making money yet. I haven't learned how to do that.
Well, you got to get more fans.
I mean, the other day I was streaming to 350 people.
350? Look at you go.
Exactly.
Number drop.
How many do I need before I can hit that donate button? Smash that donate, guys.
Smash that donate. Hit that subscribe button.
I mean, now, let's be real. I stream to like 3 people every day. And that 350 was just a one-time thing because I was close to winning my game. And this other stream brought their viewers into my stream. Gotcha. And part of their viewership stayed with me.
Because you were better than the other guy. That's right.
That's right. There we go.
Now, how old are your fans?
So I don't know. I know the ones who drop their age are young. They're like 10 to 15 range.
So it's going to be hard to get any money out of them.
But there are those guys, like me, I watch streamers when I'm at work. There are those people who watch when they have time, or some guys who don't even work, and so they're at home watching. So I don't know, because, you know, streamers don't ask age. We don't care. We're in our own zone, just allowing other people to watch.
It sounds more creepy if you did, like, how old are you, little kid?
That's right. Like, I have all these little kids like, can I play with you? Can I play with you?
Yeah, I see that.
I'm 10.
I'm 10. Like, I'll play.
And those are the guys I'm like, no, I don't want to play with you. But you're 10.
What's crazy is, like, my son, we were watching you the other day, and he knows you. Like, he sees you all the time, right. But there was like an excitement in his voice when he would chat, when he would text in a chat and you would respond to him. It was like there's an excitement there. He was like, "Daddy, can I say this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you type whatever you want." So half the time he thought it was me. It was actually Carson saying things.
Oh, okay.
Because he was like just super excited about just engaging with somebody online like that. He felt like important, you know, like, wow, this guy's, you know, and I'm just
right.
I'm like, it's just Andrew.
So, let me caveat off that, because I sort of get that same excitement. I watch a guy who has 70,000 followers.
You might rephrase, like you follow somebody, you don't just watch them from the window in their house or.
So no, I was just watching him from his window. No, I wasn't even following this guy at the time. I was just watching his stream. And then I watched it for a few hours and I was like, all right, I like this guy. I'm going to follow him. So now I follow him and I watch him more on a regular basis now. Anyways, I was watching him and, he was talking and asking questions. And in this, he asked us to remind him to do something in like 10, 15 minutes. And for some reason, I don't have a good memory, so I don't ever remember stuff. So I was like, whatever.
Thanks, I'm not
Afghanistan. Yeah. Country drop.
Country drop. Thanks, Osama.
Name drop. All right. Anyways, and I don't ever remember anything, so I was like, whatever, I'm not going to do that. So, anyways, for some random reason, it popped up in my head, and in this app that we use to stream on, you can whisper to these people by typing in a code. It's like \W @ and their name. And you can actually whisper to them, in which only they see it and it pops up on their screen. So I sent this guy a whisper. It's like, hey, don't forget to, and I don't even remember what it was. And so he's like, hey, thanks, One Fish. I was like, yeah, he said my name, yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah.
So, I mean, I get that, Carson. I get that. I get the same excitement. And then he had a contest later in the day. I was still watching it. I probably watched his stream for 5 hours.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 33. I didn't actually watch it. I was working and I have 2 monitors. I had this stream going on one monitor and I was working on my computer. So I wasn't technically watching him, really. I was just out of the corner of my eye and listening more. and he had a contest, and we had to hit exclamation enter, and that entered us into the contest. Anyways, I won his contest, dude. That was freaking awesome. Talk about the excitement. And the winning prize was like another game, which I already have. And then in hindsight, I was like, I should have taken the game because it's just the code for the game. Mm-hmm. And then I could have given it to my friend Dusty because he doesn't have that game.
That would have been so nice.
Yeah, it was PUBG.
Oh, gosh.
Anyways.
You've given me games before, though, so
yeah, but that game's what, $60, I think? Or you get $30 in cash? I took the 30 in cash.
I think that game's only $30.
Oh, is it?
PUBG?
I thought it was 60. I'm pretty sure I paid full price for it. I'm pretty sure it's 60.
Yeah,
I'll have to look.
Because it was very tempting for me to buy it one night, and I wouldn't have been tempted at 60.
It may have been on sale.
Maybe.
Because it went on sale, like, soon after it was released.
Either way, the game we're talking about is Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite.
And here's the deal, Andrew.
I haven't even said that.
What sucks is my wife has been watching you and then yelling at me like, do it this way. This is what Andrew does. You know, like, shut up, woman. I have 3 wins. Don't look at the fact that I played 60 hours.
I know. Like me chopping down the wall, going to the door, shooting out the door, and then coming around the guy. Like that?
Exactly. Yeah. And then, like, I guess she's like, you always suck when you play with Andrew. And I'm like, I know. Like,
I know. What the world, dude?
Like, I'm fine by myself, but I just said we just don't play enough together that, like, I'm trying to play your style instead of my style, which is hide.
It's not, yeah, right. But it's not just that. You're not used to playing in a team because you solo a lot.
I only solo.
About 90% of my time is team play. Mm-hmm. In squads or duos.
So you know there's somebody else following that guy or flanking.
Flanking, right? Or I'm the one flanking, or I know I have somebody covering my back.
Yeah. One time Andrew was like, I'm in a firefight, I need your help, Dusty, and I'm like over in another house getting a chest.
Not only that, I only entered the firefight to save your butts.
I was fine. I was just running
You're
away.
running. You're not. So I'm not used to that. I'm like, hey, you're getting shot at. My teammates turn and shoot back.
Yeah.
You ran.
Let the record show I survived longer than you.
You did because I died. I downed the guy who was shooting you.
Yes.
And his teammate got me because his teammate did what I expected you to do. He turned and shot at me. So, by the way, nice pink headphones.
Oh, thanks. Shut up. Nobody can see this online or whatever.
So yeah, that's Fortnite. It's fun.
It's fun. Like, you know, when I complain about not having time to do stuff, what's the worst part about Fortnite? It was on the home screen, you get on there, and then I'm like, oh, how many wins do I have?
That's Call of Duty.
Well, Call of Duty does it too, but Fortnite does it also. Like,
yeah, but it's not on the home screen. You have to go to.
You go to, like, if I want to see how many wins I have or top 10s or whatever, then, like, you see it, I'm like, okay, I'm doing pretty good. And then you look down and it tells you the amount of time you've played in game.
Yes.
And I'm at 60 hours in this video game. Now, granted, I do spend, like, I binge play that game, like, on Friday nights. That's the only time where I can stay up late to, like, 3 a.m. playing video games. And so I do it.
Holy crud, bro, really?
This is my Friday night thing, man.
I get off at, like, 9, but I play every day. Actually, I try to get off around 8:30, so I can spend time with my family, my daughter, before she goes to bed.
You're so holy.
I am. The Bible says,
thou shalt stop playing video games.
No.
This time.
I try to. It doesn't always work. Like, last night I was able to do it successfully, but, like, if I'm on a hot streak, I can't just get off.
Yeah.
And
your family should recognize that you're on a hot streak. They should be watching your stream to know, should I go talk to Daddy right now?
So, I actually feel bad because I was streaming the other day and Isabel came in and I muted my mic because I don't run a camera with my stream.
Right.
A lot of streamers do. I don't.
Because you have to have clothes on and it's just better to not be wearing clothes while you're streaming.
I mean, playing in your underwear is freedom.
Oh, you still wear underwear? Okay. I guess you have a kid in the house.
That's right. Yeah. A kid of the opposite sex. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I have a kid.
Technically, it doesn't matter, yeah.
No, I wear sweats and a t-shirt when I play. Anyways, I I just don't have a camera on me yet. I have my Kinect, and I mean, it's a decent camera, but if I'm going to get into actual streaming, high performance streaming, then I'm going to need a better setup.
And then when people actually see, like, oh man, this guy's kind of old, maybe they'll.
Most streamers are. I have yet to find a young streamer.
Yeah. Carson has a channel. He's 9.
Yeah, but does he stream?
Not very often. He only,
exactly.
I created him a YouTube channel, and it's just really cute. But he'll stream, and then I can download the video and upload it to YouTube.
Like the streamers I watch are getting like $500 donations, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, who has that kind of money?
And they just get these donations, like they get 5 and 10s, constantly. And streamers give shout outs when people donate. And I think that's why people donate, just to get that shout out, get that recognition, like what Carson gets excited about.
Mm-hmm. And you get excited.
And I do too.
Yeah.
Obviously, people get excited because I feel that's how donations are driven. Man, God, give us some shout outs. You'll get more donations.
Yeah. Church is going to start doing that. They're going to start like giving that offering speech, and they're like, I just want to shout out these people. Right. They're the top donors of last service, That's to encourage people to.
That means people are going to have to start writing checks and no longer cash, or actually use the tithing envelope.
Yep. So we just want to shout out the Fishers for their donation last week of $10 and and our top donor of last week. So if you love Jesus and you want to shout out next Sunday, give.
Donate. Smash that donate button.
Smash that donate button. If we just had the same passion about
Jesus
as we did
church,
video games.
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing, like when pastors talk about, like, when you're lifting your hands in excitement at the OU and OSU games, why don't you do that in church?
Hey, now, I will say, my streak with Jesus is better than my streak with Xbox. So I will say that.
What do you mean?
So, the Bible app also has this thing that tells you how many days you've been doing the Bible, or reading your Bible in or consecutive.
Is that like where you accidentally hit the Bible app and to open Facebook and you're like, oh crap, wrong app, but it still counts?
No, it's that app that you open. You don't necessarily read it. You just open it to keep that number going.
Yeah.
No, and actually, my number's gotten really high because of a men's group I joined, and it's just that accountability. And guys, definitely, I encourage that. Hey, let's get a little bit on the Bible topic today.
Yes.
I do encourage, a accountability group of some sort. Dusty and I used to do that. We don't really hold each other accountable a lot.
No, we suck.
We do. We actually help each other get in trouble.
Yeah, that's probably
anything.
Yeah, that's probably more true.
Hey, Dusty, I got this idea. I need to build something. All right, I'm coming over.
All right. Okay. My wife and I have been doing this Lent Bible study thing. It's been going.
What'd you give up?
Well, it's just more of a study.
Gotcha.
Walking through Exodus, and where do you find Jesus in Exodus? It's interesting. It's actually a, like I'm a terrible spiritual leader in my home.
So am I.
Like, it's just a weird, like, when you're going to bed, you're not thinking of, there's certain things you're thinking of once you get in bed, You know what I'm saying? The last thing that sets that mood, you would think, is the Bible. so I don't know. It's just a weird thing. But
no, you just need to read Song of Solomon.
Exactly. Like, I'm gonna climb that tree and grab that fruit. But so I don't know. But we've been doing better, and we're only on week 2. But
hey,
2 weeks in a row, baby. Every night.
Number drop.
14
days.
So, Andrew, what's the Bible talk about when it comes to your cussing?
Hey.
Because you cuss. You've been in the Army. You've heard lots of cussing.
I've heard lots of cussing. I used to cuss. Let's rephrase that. I don't cuss.
BC? Before Christ?
Before BC, it was every day, all day long.
All day.
Even in the Army, I cussed, and that was AC.
That was the fit in?
Right.
Fit in.
Well, no, that's... you learn to express yourself differently, and so it's just an expression of language. expressive language. There we go. Now I express myself differently because I try to live a Christ-centered life. It doesn't always work.
What?
I know, right? It doesn't always work. And for those who know me, they know that I try. Those who, I put on a tough exterior, and yeah, I mean, I live that tough exterior, and so that's what most people, new
Until
people
you just
see
bought
me.
a Honda Pilot.
I know, shut up, dude. Shut up.
Whatever, if I bought that car, you'd be giving me crap right now.
I miss my truck. Literally, I about cried when I drove off the dealership lot. The only reason I did that is because my accountant told me I had to. And that's not just a line. Ask my wife. He told me I had to. Something about mileage.
Yeah.
Anyways, so also speaking of cussing, I don't like cursing or cussing, so I even made my streamer channel a family-friendly channel, so there's no cussing on it.
Yeah.
And hey, you're one of my moderators. So
I am.
You ever see cussing, just delete it. Anyway, so, the Bible.
And you put people in timeout. I saw that.
I do.
Somebody who said they weren't even cussing. They were just being mean to somebody.
Yeah, they were just being rude.
You're in a timeout for 5 minutes.
Yeah, they were just being rude to somebody else. And I said, come on, but man, you don't need to be talking that way. So I just put him in timeout. And he didn't come back to my channel. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
If I don't accept bullying, I don't accept cursing or racism. So, really about the only 3 things. Anyways, what's the Bible have to say about it? The Bible strictly says, do not cuss. If you read the New Living Translation, it says, do not cuss, in Ephesians 4:29. It says, don't let anything unwholesome come out of your mouth. Let everything be essentially for the building up of others.
And that's where I think the question is wrong. Because, the question shouldn't be, are the 4-letter words okay to say here and there? It's really your whole entire speech.
Right.
That the Bible's talking about.
Right.
And, I mean, there's power in words, Jesus or God or both technically, that when they created, in creation, God spoke and things happened. And then the Bible also talks about, I don't know the verse, it's in Ephesians, I think, where your tongue has the power of life and death.
Right, yep.
And, that same voice of God that spoke life into everything also spoke curse to man for their. So I don't know, there's just a lot of power in words in general.
So,
I think it even says that your tongue is the rudder of your ship or whatever. I don't know. I'm totally misquoting it, but the idea is your tongue is going to guide your life.
Right.
Yeah.
So were you and I talking about words are power the other day?
Words are power? Did
you and I talk about, because I was on Sunday, I was driving to work and I do this thing where I create sermons in my head, and I'm by no means a pastor, but should I ever be called on for some reason, I have a million sermons in my head. Anyways, Sunday I was coming up with one, which words are power. And, I think it was after our pastor's sermon, and it's kind of when I'm driving to work after church. I kind of caveat off what he says and to what I know, and I create these sermons in my head. So, yeah. And that was what so did we talk about that, or did you just come up with that as well?
I think I don't think we talked.
Nice. So see, it keeps coming back full circle to me.
Back around. It's a God thing.
It is. So maybe he's trying to say something to me. Now, help me decipher this.
But I think it comes to, because, people will say, well, God, it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible to not use the F word. But the F word didn't exist when the Bible was written. And then
right.
It's the gray areas that we always, the Bible doesn't say don't do this. Well, yes, but it does say any speech must be wholesome, building up the church, building up believers, pointing people to Jesus. And so, your gosh darn it is just as bad, if you're saying it for the wrong reasons.
Right.
And your heart's not.
Right.
If you're trying to tear somebody
down.
If
you stub your toe and you say F it, or if I say my toe and say frig it, it's the same thing.
What are some Christian cuss words that you use?
I use frig a lot.
Frig. Fudge.
Frick.
Son of a bee.
I do say son of a bee. Or mother effer.
Gosh darn it.
See, mother effer. I mean, all I'm leaving out are 4 letters. Or 6 letters.
But it's acceptable.
But it's acceptable because I'm not saying those 6 letters.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Frick. Did you say that one?
Occasionally. I say fridge a lot. Or frig.
Frig.
Yeah.
Bless your heart. That's like a Christian cussing you out. Like,
right.
You stupid son of a...
I love it. Because even when...
Bless your heart.
Like non-Christians or people who don't live a Christian walk, but they claim to be Christian, and they say, bless your heart, that's the first thing my mind goes to is, you're just calling me an idiot.
Yeah.
Or you're...
Because it usually happens right after you've done something stupid or said something stupid or...
Right.
And you're like, oh, bless your heart, honey.
I know, I actually take that more offensive than if somebody was to cuss me out. I hate it.
Son of a bee sting. You said that?
Nope.
Oh, it's the same thing as son of a bee.
Obviously.
Well, Jesus does say in Matthew, I think it's 23:33, he says, he calls the Pharisees sons of snakes or sons of vipers.
Sons of vipers, yeah.
Which is,
he says,
we have another term in the United States that we use called sons of dogs. So maybe that's kind of the same.
I don't get it. Oh, sons of what?
Sons of...
Just kidding.
Shut your mouth. Don't make me... I'll bleep this thing.
Sons of beep.
Sons of beep. What is funny when you watch TV in the a-hole, which I guess Christians can say a-hole, but not the word. But
well, is said in the Bible.
You said it.
I did. The Bible says it.
Well, what's funny is when they bleep it on TV, they always bleep the word hole. They don't bleep the first part, which is the offensive part, I guess.
So, now let me
You butthole.
Let me caveat this. I don't curse.
Yeah, you just...
But if it is said in the Bible, I don't have a problem saying it.
Okay.
But I will not use it.
Whatever.
I will not use it in a hateful context.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a funny story. I was at house church one day. And, I like to do stuff also for the shock value.
Oh, that does not surprise me at all.
And so I was at house church one day and they're talking about something and we have a good friend of mine goes there and he is King James everything. Anyways, he's talking about something and then donkey comes up. And I'm like, oh, you mean beeps? And everybody at house church was like, oh, how did he just say that? And everybody in this house church I know 100% cusses.
You're good. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, really, guys? I literally just stop and I look at them all and I go, really? I said, the Bible says it. And I said, your King James says it. So.
That's funny. Yeah. It's more funny, like, they get shocked, but they cuss in their own life.
Right. In their everyday life, and they use it as normal language.
Right, but since you're in a house church setting, you gotta put on that front, baby.
That's right.
Chapter
1
fake.
of Frankie's book. You gotta put on that fake face.
You gotta act right in the right setting.
In the settings, yeah.
So, does God, we're gonna give an account for everything when we get to the pearly gates. For everything we say, there's gonna be, I think God says something about God judges.
Right.
He's gonna judge your words. Is he also gonna judge our text messages? Cause there's, probably some stuff in there that's emojis used.
He's going to judge our hearts, and I think that's worse than what's in our text messages.
That's true.
So, yes. If you're worried about your text messages, I'm worried about my heart. So.
I'm going to be all extra spiritual today. What's in that coffee?
It's sugar, and
I'm sorry.
Throwing me off.
I put
man.
sugar in Andrew's coffee.
Because
I was a good boyfriend and I made him coffee.
He did. And I appreciate it.
He complains about it.
I appreciate it, Dusty. By the way, what cup did I get?
Bless your heart.
10 Killer. I don't think I've ever been to 10 Killer.
Where is that at?
This is Vienna, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I think it's close to Texas.
So that's that one down there?
I think we've...
Is that the one with the waterfalls?
No, that's Arkansas. That's the Arkansas one.
No.
I can't remember which one that is.
The one that we went to, Falls Creek, waterfall is nearby.
That's Turner Falls.
Oh, Turner Falls. Sorry.
Yeah, 10 Killer, I think, because I think that's where we met halfway with some family from Houston.
Gotcha.
And it was like 5 hours, so it's...
Okay.
And then I have Glacier National Park, which I'll be going to again this summer.
Up north Minnesota, I think.
Montana. Close.
One of them M.
Is there mountains in Minnesota?
Yes.
Is there?
I don't know. Are there mountains in Montana?
Yeah, super north.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so near Canada.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's super north. Like, we'll fly into North Dakota and drive up.
See, when I think
9
Montana
hours.
and Wyoming, I think flat. Because it's all ranch, all farmland.
Mm-hmm.
And all snow.
Well, not there. It's pretty high. It's crazy.
So what you're saying is you get high in
the elevation is so different. Like, me getting out of the tent was always like, whew.
What is the elevation there?
I don't know. But it's been established in 1910.
So, in Afghanistan, country drop, I was stationed at 10,000 feet, and we would constantly do missions up to 15,000 feet. Talk about altitude change and yeah, hard to breathe and everything, and they expected us to fight in that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Ridiculous.
So did you train for that at all? Or was it just kind of...
Yeah, here's how we trained. We went down to Mississippi next to the ocean. We're literally at like 0 altitude training for 10 and 15,000 altitude. Makes sense, right? So instead of sending us to Colorado to train, they sent us down to Mississippi to 0.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know if they had you wear masks. Like some teams will practice in...
We're not the NBA. We don't put those weird masks on. Those altitude masks.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just thinking that you'd be a little bit more prepared for where you're going.
No, we did not.
Siri, what is the elevation of Glacier National Park?
Looking, here's what I found on the web for what is the elevation of Glacier National.
Don't you hate it when it does that? I'm like, just tell me the number. I don't want to read.
Yeah. What? I don't know. That's like acreage. I don't care about acreage. Whatever, Google or Siri or whoever you are.
Don't worry, Google to the rescue.
Oh,
hey, there it is, but I'd have to click on it to read it.
I hate that. Just tell me the answer. Don't tell me the website.
Here's what I found on the web for how many feet above sea level is Glacier National Park.
It has the same websites. Yes. Stupid son of a snake.
Glaciers. Oh, highest mountain. There we go. Mount Cleveland. 10,448 feet.
So I'd have to climb the highest mountain, and that would have been where your starting point was in Afghanistan.
Yep.
Okay, so you win again, Andrew. Good job.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, round of applause for Andrews. Which, I don't know, you have memory loss, so maybe that's not...
But I have pictures of that.
Yeah, pictures...
Of the elevation, yeah.
What? You just took pictures of a sign? Yeah. Elevation. Yeah. Not just a band. Not just a worship band.
Heyo.
Heyo. So the point of this podcast, Andrew, before we got sidetracked, was the fact that it doesn't matter, the 4-letter words doesn't matter. I kind of think you can even say a 4-letter word in a positive. Do you think that you could say, like, in excitement and uplifting, still use a quote-unquote cuss word?
I'm trying to figure a way to say the F word in a positive way.
Like, F yeah, that's awesome. Good job. Like, you hear that a lot at the gym. Like,
you go to a gym?
I did.
Really?
Play the sad music. Stop looking at my body.
Can't body shame you on the radio.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that would be a way, yeah. I still see a negative connotation in that, though, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's still the shock, and like you could use something different. There's some comedians that I follow that they choose not to cuss, and it's not necessarily the Christian reason. It's just like they find there's an art in finding the right words to say a story instead of just saying a cuss word and getting a quick laugh.
I always say that I don't cuss because I have a better education than that. It's not even that.
No, it's not even true, but
no, it's definitely true. But I don't know. I don't care for curse words.
yeah. So, I mean, I think it comes to the heart of what you're doing, and is it building somebody up or tearing somebody down? And whether that's gossip, whether that's a 4-letter word, whether that's, whatever you say or speak.
Right.
You know, your words are power. Bringing it back to Andrew's sermon.
Cause I mean, yeah, you did awesome. I would say, and this isn't any more educated, I'd be like, heck yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah, that's just using a different word.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the word.
Right.
Like, you're more comfortable saying heck because that's also more natural to you.
Right.
But somebody else who might be more of a potty mouth.
A sailor.
A sailor. A soldier, maybe.
Yeah.
Why do sailors get a bad rap? Soldiers are the same.
I know. Sailors just brought it upon themselves.
Mm.
They like that connotation that they, or that
image. They gotta have some sort of thing that makes them look tough, because their uniforms don't make them look tough. If you're a sailor, don't come beat me up. I know you can. Don't come prove it.
No, but throw them in a net. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So which sailor are we talking about? Are you talking about Navy sailors or fishermen boat sailors?
I think I was talking about Navy sailors.
Okay.
Like the white.
They can't beat you up then.
I don't know. Like, wouldn't Thomas Mercado kind of fall into
just run
that?
a circle.
He was a Navy SEAL. Oh yeah, I can. Now I can, but if he was still active, he was still.
Just don't get it in his short arm reach.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're unwholesome talking about people, and that's basically bad. We're tearing people down. Thomas, you're amazing. Thank you for the brew you gave me out of love and kindness. Thank you for the Girl Scout
Did you ever
cookies.
try that?
I did. It was really good.
It was.
And thank you for the Girl Scout cookies that we bought, but you still were there to sell it to us. And thank you for everything you do, Thomas.
So you calling this Navy guy a Girl Scout?
His daughter gave us Girl Scout cookies. And
there you go.
I might have eaten a box.
No, Thomas and I, we both served, and so we both have that love for each other. And then if you serve, it's okay for you to make fun of the other.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Thomas and I, we make fun of each other all the time. Don't try and do that if you didn't serve, because even other branches will kick your butt. And see, notice how I say butt and not the other word.
Yeah, though you are okay with saying that other word.
Oh, I was. Really. Well, in context. Yeah. Kick your butt or kick your A, that's a negative context. Talking about a donkey.
It's just such a funny, fine line thing.
It is.
I cuss a little bit now in the wrong reasons. Like, I get frustrated and I'll say stuff. I've done it since starting a company. Like, when you print t-shirts and you mess one up, and then that all of a sudden now puts you back a day and a half of finishing that project. It gets really frustrating. And
that's when I yell frig.
Yeah, and I used to, but now it's just like, that does not convey the feelings that I'm having right now. It's kind of like, bad. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you'll still listen to this podcast later, because we kind of rambled.
Follow me on Mixer. My name is The One Fish, one being the number one. So, The One Fish.
And if you want to know something really cute, you can also follow me on Mixer as The Number One Hope.
Yes, so take my name and take fish out, put Hope in there, and that's Dusty.
And that's me. I'm not as funny. Andrew's kind of funny sometimes, and as
long as you smash my donate button.
I just suck. So, and normally half the time when I'm on Mixer. But if you just want to play Xbox games, The One Hope or The One Fish, join us.
That's right.
We'll
Take
play.
it easy, guys.
We'll play some Fortnite. You want to play some Fortnite right now?
Sure.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.